The entertainment industry often hides more than it reveals, and today, what we're uncovering about Dylan Wang has fans around the world holding their breath. But before we dive into this shocking story, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is one you absolutely don't want to miss. What began as quiet whispers behind closed doors has now erupted into a storm of speculation, fear, and raw emotion. Dylan Wang, the beloved star known for his charm, his humility, and his unforgettable roles, has finally spoken out, revealing the terrifying truth about the control, manipulation, and fear he endured from his own agency. For years, Dylan's image was carefully crafted, the perfect actor, the ideal idol, and the flawless representative of success. But what we didn't see behind the glowing lights and perfect smiles was a young man struggling to keep his freedom in a world that often demands total obedience. When fans first noticed his unease during recent interviews, it was brushed off as exhaustion. Yet those close to him whispered something darker, that Dylan had reached a breaking point after years of being terrorized by the very people who built his career. The panic began when Dylan started to withdraw from his usual cheerful public persona. At events, his smiles looked forced. His interviews, once full of laughter and jokes, became quieter, shorter. Fans online began to ask, is something wrong with Dylan? At first, it seemed like burnout, a common enough experience in the brutal entertainment industry. But then, something changed. Rumors began to spread that his agency was tightening its control, monitoring his communications, restricting his choices, and even interfering with his personal relationships. One insider described the situation as a living nightmare, saying Dylan had been under constant pressure to follow every instruction, from what roles he accepted to what he posted on social media. And when Dylan began to show signs of resistance, the consequences were immediate. His endorsements were suddenly re-evaluated, his public appearances cut back, and interviews mysteriously cancelled. Fans didn't know it at the time, but Dylan was in the middle of a silent war, one that would soon push him to speak out in a way no one expected. According to industry whispers, Dylan's agency had built its empire on tight control. The image of perfection his artists presented to the public wasn't a coincidence, it was a system enforced through fear. One misstep could mean losing everything, projects, contracts, even reputation. And Dylan, being one of the agency's biggest stars, carried the weight of their expectations more than anyone else. He had once said in an older interview, "I feel like every decision I make isn't mine anymore." At the time, fans thought he was just being poetic. But now, those words feel hauntingly real. When Dylan finally broke his silence, it didn't come through a press release or a formal statement. It came during a small, emotional livestream that fans almost missed. He looked tired, his voice quiet but determined. He didn't name names, but his words painted a vivid picture of fear, pressure, and manipulation. He spoke about being monitored, about feeling trapped, and about the mental toll of pretending everything was fine when it wasn't. Sometimes, he said, you start to lose yourself. You start to panic because you realize you're not free, not even to be who you really are. Those words sent shockwaves through the internet. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, demanding transparency from his agency. The hashtags #ProtectDylanWang and #LetDylanBeFree began trending within hours. People were furious. How could someone as talented, kind, and hardworking as Dylan be treated like a prisoner? But as more details surfaced, the picture became even darker. It was revealed that Dylan had been under one of the most restrictive contracts in the Chinese entertainment industry. Every move, every word, every appearance was dictated by his management. They allegedly controlled his schedule so tightly that he barely had time to rest or see his loved ones. Worse, rumors suggested they had interfered in his personal life, specifically his connection with Xinyu, his frequent co-star and close friend. Many fans had long suspected there was something more between them, but the agency's strict no-dating policy made it impossible for him to express himself openly. Behind the scenes, Dylan reportedly tried multiple times to renegotiate his contract. But each attempt was met with threats, both professional and personal. His agency allegedly warned him that walking away would destroy his career, that no production company would dare work with him if he defied them. It was like being chained, one insider said. He was scared, not for his fame, but for his sanity. And indeed, that fear started to show. The panic attacks. The sleepless nights. The exhaustion written across his face during public appearances. But what truly broke him wasn't the pressure, it was the silence. The inability to tell the world what was really going on. Meanwhile, Dylan remained calm but distant. Insiders claimed he was preparing to cut ties with his agency, even if it meant losing millions. For him, it wasn't about fame anymore, it was about peace. He wanted to regain his voice, his choices, and his happiness. As fans watched him slowly take control of his life again, the support grew louder. People sent encouraging messages, created fan art, and even started petitions demanding that his agency release him from his contract. Then something remarkable happened. Shinyu, though silent on the matter publicly, posted a cryptic message on social media: "Freedom isn't given, it's taken." The post went viral immediately. Fans interpreted it as a quiet show of support for Dylan. Whether intentional or not, it reignited rumors of their close bond and gave hope to fans who believed Shinyu had been one of the few people Dylan could truly trust. Behind all the headlines and hashtags, the emotional core of this story is clear. Dylan Wang's struggle is a reminder that even stars who appear to have everything can be trapped in systems that exploit their dreams. His panic wasn't just about losing his career, it was about losing himself. And in an industry where image is everything, reclaiming your identity can be an act of rebellion. Now, as Dylan steps into this new chapter, possibly as an independent artist, fans are rallying behind him stronger than ever. They want to see him succeed on his own terms, to make the music, films, and projects he truly believes in. Many believe that his courage will inspire others to speak up, to demand better treatment, and to challenge the toxic systems that have long gone unspoken in show business. Industry insiders predict that Dylan's decision to go solo could reshape how agencies handle their artists. This could be the start of a revolution, one veteran manager admitted. When someone as influential as Dylan takes a stand, it forces everyone to pay attention. And indeed, he has. The quiet, smiling boy from Meteor Garden has grown into a man willing to risk it all for truth and freedom. It's a story of courage, of pain, and ultimately, of redemption. In the end, Dylan's panic turned into purpose. He may have been terrorized, silenced, and pushed to the edge, but he chose to speak. And in doing so, he reminded millions that even in the darkest corners of fame, there's still power in honesty. Fans now wait eagerly for his next move, a new agency, a new project, maybe even a new beginning. Whatever it is, one thing is certain, Dylan Wang is no longer afraid. And as his supporters continue to send love and encouragement, one thing echoes across social media: "We believe in you, Dylan." So if you're one of those fans who have stood by him, keep showing your love. Keep your notifications on. Because this story isn't over yet, and Dylan Wang's next chapter might just be the most powerful one of his life.